Hey, Zudoragi here, coming at you another video review. And today, as you can see, I will be taking a look at the 1/144th scale, high-grade Universal Century Unicorn Gundam Destroy Mode from Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn. Here you can see its size compared to a soda can. So let's just get this out of the way and get started. Alright, the colors in this guy are, unlike the Unicorn mode, which I reviewed quite a while ago, are quite varied, with white, dark gray, dark blue, clear red, and a bit of yellow. As for the posability, it's pretty good. A few limitations, but to start things off, the head can move up and down on this ball joint, tilt side to side, and rotate a decent amount, but it kind of gets blocked by things here and there. Can also move back and forth at a joint on the body. The arms can move up and down on a joint in the body and back and forth. They can rotate all the way around, kind of smack into the head though. They can move out to the side that far. They can rotate all the way around just below the shoulder, bend that far at the elbow. The hands can move in and out, side to side, and rotate all the way around. There is a joint in the middle of the chest that can move back and forth, side to side, and rotate just ever so slightly. There is a joint in the waist that will rotate all the way around. The front skirts can move up that far as one piece. Side skirts can move out that far, and that's about it. Legs can move forward that far, back that far, out to the side that far, rotate side to side a bit. They can bend that far at 2 points in the knee. The ankle armor can move up and down. There is a joint in the leg that can move the foot back and forth and move side to side just a bit. The feet can rotate that far side to side, wiggle side to side, and the entire foot is stationary. As for accessories, this guy comes with a fair bit of them. The first I'll be covering are the 4 beam sabers. And yes, there are only 3, because after I built this guy, I had to move, and then he broke and I lost the 4th beam saber. So now I've only got 3. Although, to a lesser extent, that doesn't really matter because he doesn't come with any beams. So this is about all you're getting, unless you happen to buy the Unicorn mode Unicorn Gundam, which, fortunately, I did. And naturally, the beams from the Unicorn Gundam Unicorn mode will fit into the beam saber handles quite well. Very neat. Of course, he can hold them, although it's a little awkward because the beam sabers are completely straight, so depending on how you pose him, they have a tendency to just fall straight through the hand to where it looks like he has the beam coming out of his hand. The beam sabers can all be stored on the model itself. You can store 2 on the top of his backpack. There are supposed to be 2 pegs up here, but one of them broke off, as I mentioned. Just plug the handle into there. The other 2 can be stored on his forearms. There are these folding panels with tabs on the edges right there, if you can see them. There are tab holes on the inside edge of the beam sabers. A little hard to see, but you simply line up those tab holes with the tabs there, and there you go. You are still able to use the beams when they're like this, which gives a very neat effect. The next accessory I will be covering is his shield, which looks very cool. It comes with two different adapters. The first, which is just a peg with a tab on the end, you just plug it into there, and then you can plug it into the tab hole on the back of the model, and you will have the shield stored on the back. The other adapter, which has a large clip on it, goes into there, and then you clip it around these holes on the sides of the forearm. And there he is with the shield on his arm. Of course, with the peg it can rotate any which way you want it to. Okay, the last accessory this guy has is his beam rifle, which, as you can see here, is one solid gray chunk with a green sticker. There's not a whole lot it can do, but this handle here on the side will fold out, so you can have him support it with his other hand. It also comes with its own trigger finger hand, which you can see right there. To get it into this hand, you pull the front of the hand off. There is a tab here on the side of the grip and a hole in the hand. Get the hand wrapped around that tab. Take the front of the hand and put it back onto the peg. Just make sure everything's lined up. There you go. To get him to actually hold it, you first need to take off the existing hand and then pop the new one into that polycap. The rifle, of course, can be stored on the model itself. The main way that the instructions tell you to store it is there is a tab here on the back of the rifle, which can be folded out, and that tab will go into the tab hole here on the backpack, and it will sit there just like that. Or there is a tab here on the side of the rifle, and you can put that tab into the tab holes on the sides of the forearm, and store it just like that. I personally prefer to store it like this, since I just think it looks a little better. And the rifle comes with a sub-accessory, a spare magazine. This has a tab here on this side, and there are tab holes on the back skirts. Simply get the torso out of the way, and then put the tab into the tab hole there. Just like that. Okay, that does it for my review of the 1/144th scale high-grade Universal Century Unicorn Gundam Destroy Mode from Mobile Suit Gundam Unicorn. Bye.